Hello. I just wanted to pop on here this afternoon and kind of go through resurrection eggs. It's getting close to Easter and the pollen is killing me, but that's okay. So it's getting close to Easter, and I just thought a lot of people may not know anything about resurrection eggs, and they're really precious. I'm kind of winging it with what I got, but I'm going to make about a dozen of these, and I'm doing the 6-egg version. There is a 12-egg version, but I have to make a dozen of these, and so 6 was the best option. Plus, finding these little egg crates is kind of hard, and I haven't been saving any. So, these came from the Dollar Tree, and they have eggs in them, but they're kind of worthless for what I needed to do because they're solid. They don't have, yeah, here they are. They're, they don't open up, and we need eggs that open up. These are really pretty, but they don't open up. So, I bought 72 eggs. Well, I bought 48 and I had a bunch. So, what I did was I took ivory chalk paint. They're, you know, Easter eggs are really bright and the colors are kind of crazy. And you know how children are. They're like, I want the one with all the pink, or I want the one, you know, so we're not doing that. So, I just chalk painted these with Waverly Ivory chalk paint. And that was a little bit of a process. The main thing I'll tell you is you need to make sure these eggs are snapped really tight so that you're not putting paint on the part that moves, if that makes sense. So, what I'm going to do is I've emptied out, you know, taken my cellophane off and emptied this off. And I've got my little eggs over here. And I'm just going to take some prettier raffia, might be a better option, but I didn't have any. So, this is what I got. And you know I got coffee. And so, I'm just going to put a dab of hot glue. And I'm going to take my craft stick with a little finger thing on it. And just kind of smush that down in there. And that's just to keep it from going everywhere. And then, so we're going to keep doing that. Just smushing it. It doesn't take much. Just a little bit. And you're good. Just trying to dress these little egg crates up a little bit. And this would not work well with styrofoam if you were trying to do that, because the styrofoam would melt with the hot glue. But a glue dot would work. Glue dots are great. I don't know if y'all use glue dots, but they're kind of the bomb. Oops, I forgot my glue. Just need a dot. Might need to give some of this a haircut. Okay. And then, I've already done one of these, stamped it. But, I got stamps and, a little stamp pad here. And I just put a number on it. And you'll find out why the numbers matter in a minute. So, I didn't cut these apart and I meant to. Now, I've got number stamps, but you could use stickers or anything like that. It'd be fine. Whatever you got. And you could use a Sharpie and just write them on there. So, I'm going to get me, let's see. There's number 2. So, let's put, gotta find it. Number 1. Okay. Now, I'm just going to ink up my number 1 a little bit. You don't really have to use these little things, but if you get a little extra ink on there, you can just wipe that off. And I've got some baby wipes here, so I don't make a mess all over everything I touch. So I'm just going to put a number 1. That's good enough. It's a little shaky, but it'll do. And I need a 3. I did like using this chalk paint on those bright colors because I was gonna paint them like solid, like make 2 coats on it really good. But I liked it where you could kind of see the original color of the egg through there. I thought that was kind of cool. So when I started dry brushing them, I was like, oh, score. I'm going to leave that alone. There's a 3. Oh, got a little ink on my thing, so I'm just going to wipe that off real quick. Ink that. Let's see. I'm going to do 4. I don't know where I'm counting out loud, but I am. Oh, that messed up a little bit. Let's see if it'll wipe off with the paper wipe. Not too good, but it's all good. Just for the little children. Let's try it this way without the plate. See if that works better. Bet it does. Yes, that's much better. Number 5. I'm going to take that off because that worked a lot better. Not as messy on me either. Oh, Lord, I got to wipe that off. Baby wipes are the bomb when you're crafting. And number 6. Now. And there's one thing I did not like is all the eggs I could find and all the eggs that I had these little holes in the top. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? They got little holes in the top and they're kind of ugly. So, I had this little bush of flowers, and to be real honest, these little flowers pop off real easy when you're working with them. So I'm just going to pop some off and just put a little dab of glue on the top. And I just pop these apart. And now I'm not doing anything cosmic to these. I'm just trying to make them look a little better. Oh, those are cute. Got a little hat on. Trying to be careful. Don't know if my ink's dry yet. Okay, got those on. Damn. Wipe up here. And I know it's spring break and it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Alabama. Or in my part of Alabama. Not all of Alabama's pretty. But, so, I wasn't expecting a crowd today. But I just wanted to pop on a Sunday afternoon. And let's think about the Easter season coming up. And some things we might need to do. Now, I'll tell you this. And I'm going to test it on one of these that doesn't have a... that I hadn't already decorated, you know. I need to make a little cross. So, I hadn't took this out for a test drive yet. So, what I'm going to do... I got to just... And this is just twigs off of deadness in my yard. Because that freeze... Let's make sure that'll close. Yes. That freeze got a lot of my... plants. And this is one of my camellia bushes that fell apart. So what I'm going to do is, all in the world I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little dot of hot glue on this. And then I'm going to lay this cross piece on there. Just let that dry for a second. This is a great way to keep from burning your fingers. Is to use a craft stick with your little finger protectors. But I can't stand to wear them. They drive me crazy. So, and most of the time they pop off. So I just put a little hot glue on that. Now if you wanted to get fancy, you could get you some twine and make some, you know, little crossy things on it, but I'm not doing that today. So I'm just going to lay this right here and let that dry good. And now I'm going to get my notes because I forget stuff. In the first egg, we're kind of telling the story of Jesus, Easter, very simplified. This is technically the preschool version of this. So what we're going to do is, the first one is Jesus ate dinner with his friends. Well, I should have had a crouton, but I don't have a crouton, so here we go. I just took a wheat thin, and I'm going to break it in half because a whole one won't fit in. And I'm going to pop this little egg open so you can see them bright colors on the inside. And put the wheat thin down in there. Okay? And let me see if this is dry. It's dry. Okay. Number 2 is the next day Jesus died on the cross. There's our little cross that we made out of a dead camellia bush. And on 3, I just took a little piece of cotton and ripped it and just cut it in a little strip. It's number 3 is he was wrapped in cloth and placed in a tomb. Now I couldn't find any good rocks. I'm going to have to go to the Dollar Tree and buy me some rocks. But I did find a little piece of concrete that was broken. So, they put a stone in front of the tomb and sealed him up in there. And I just got ink on that. Dadgummit, I'll have to paint over that. Probably something wasn't dry. Okay. And number 5, we're going to leave empty because they came early on Sunday morning and kind of freaked out because the tomb was empty. So That's the empty one. And then number 6, this is all I had in small candy, is a little Rolo, but I'll try to find some of those little Reese's eggs. So Jesus is alive, and that's the sweet treat. Sweet surprise of Easter. Now, here's our little resurrection eggs. And you can wrap them in cellophane. I tried to put them in the regular Dollar Tree treat bags, and they don't really fit too good. But I've ordered a little bit bigger ones from Amazon, and they'll be here in a day or two. And, because I've got enough time. But see, you could just wrap those up like that and tie them up real cute with some raffia or ribbon, and maybe put like name tags on them if you had special children that you wanted to, make sure they got theirs. You could do that. And there you go. There's your little resurrection eggs. So I hope this inspires you to do something so that everybody doesn't just think of Easter as Easter baskets and new clothes and candy, and egg hunts. It's, what's the saying? It's not just about the bunny, it's about the lamb. So, I hope this inspired you. I hope you make some and you can just go crazy with all kinds of ideas for these. And there are printables that you can do, and they're all over Pinterest and the internet. Lots of bloggers have them on their blogs. So all you got to do is Google or Pinterest resurrection eggs, and it'll give you all the things for what you can do. Some of them are a little different and in different order, but I kind of liked this one, especially where everybody gets a sweet surprise at the end. So thanks for watching. I hope y'all have a great afternoon, and remember the real reason for Easter. Thanks for watching.